This is how people get killed. Whoever filled this in, instead of filling it in all the way, they put this piece of metal here, jammed it up against the wall, and filled in the top. Below this piece of metal is a 9-foot drop. So you have to be careful. Very careful. It's finally time to experiment with cooling off the workshop using well water, and so that means it's time to open up this well that's right in front of the workshop. I'm going to be honest, I was not expecting this concrete to be so thin. I accidentally broke through when I wasn't filming, but you can see there's rubble down there. Or maybe you can't. Okay, I made a right mess. Had to move over the cast iron garden, as I call it, my little collection of goodies that I'm going to be using and restoring. I found a bunch of, I forgot how many little odd bricks and blocks of wood that I had there. I'll burn the wood and sort the bricks elsewhere. So a little backstory on this well. It seems to have been made about whenever the house was made, 1914, so it's 100 years old. And, well, judging by the tree next to it, it's 100 years old, it seems. And my neighbor said that he remembers as a kid, it was open up until 1985 or so, and then it was filled in. He said it was actually pretty shallow, like maybe only 10 or 15 feet. Obviously now it's filled in, which is a lot better because we can take some away, inspect it to see what we're dealing with. Option 1. We dismantle it the proper way, and we don't just have this horrible concrete slab in the backyard. We have a spot where we can mow. Option 2, I can revive it as a well and start using the water to cool the workshop and clean off stuff. I don't know. And it might actually help because they could possibly lower the water level in the backyard, because it gets flooded back here quite a bit. And so I think the ground's pretty moist here. We're on the side of a hill, so it makes sense all the water runs down. Now, seeing as this concrete is only that thick, I think I can just smash this up with my maul, my spike maul. However, one thing to keep in mind, it seems a common thing every time I see somebody digging out an old well, they always hop into it, and then it all settles like 2 or 3 feet, and they almost hurt themselves. So best to keep that in mind, that whenever they threw big rocks in there, the dirt settled away and the rocks just were left in a precarious state, and they probably fell down. So I might just take a board and hit it or something like that. I don't know. We have the remnants of a heavily rotted wooden form down here. Pieces of concrete. All right. Those go down a bit. Oh, yeah. See, that's exactly what I was talking about. There's all these cavities, and so one must be careful with this. But I'm seeing, oh, I see it. Oh, shit. It does go down a bit. Well, it's a bit more open than I thought. That's for sure. appears as this was plywood. I think this is a root from that tree. Oh, first artifact. Obviously 1970s or 1980s. Oh, Armadillidae. I try not to kill them if I don't have to. Yeah, you can hear that. And I think that only had a 1-inch cover, like 2-inch cover of concrete over it. This is how people get killed. Whoever filled this in, instead of filling it in all the way, they put this piece of metal here, jammed it up against the wall, and filled in the top. Below this piece of metal is a 9-foot drop. So you have to be careful. Very careful. A magnet. Weird. I hear more settling down there, so there's probably a second chamber that is formed. Hey, finally a Walsh brick. Nice. That wasn't too bad. It looked deeper, but oh well. Still, it's terrifying. Oh my God, it's a refrigerator. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously. Or something. What the fuck? It's something. That'll need to be pulled out. Ah. And I'm thinking this well might need to be decommissioned because look at how much that tree root has pushed in the wall. That might be able to be fixed though. We'll see. There's no standing water down there, by the way. While I cool off, I best put up some road cones, and then we can see about making a good durable cover for this out of 2x12 boards. So I've reached further than I was expecting to do today, meaning that I'm not as prepared for what's next, so I should stop. I should make a nice lid for it, and I should inspect and observe, and then I can sleep on it and know exactly what I'm going to do. Most likely, I'm going to get my chain hoist and make like a tripod and pull that refrigerator or whatever it is out. And it's quite a bit of damage to the side of the wall of the well from the tree root. So it's still up in the air whether I will fully decommission this well and remove all the bricks and fill it in with dirt, not just like bricks in a refrigerator and a toilet, but actually fill it in with some dirt or clay. And then I have all the bricks I can use for my brick shed that I'm building. Or I can eventually turn it into an actual well. If I do turn it into an actual well, I'm going to add a permanent ladder into it, like a stainless steel or aluminum ladder, because I hate the idea of having a well, even if it's closed up, that if something falls down, or someone falls down, or a cat or something somehow gets in there, you can't go down and get it easily. But if there's just like ladder rungs just already bolted to the side of the well, well then it's a peace of mind thing, and if you know, it's like it's just safe. So now let me take the tripod, extend it to its fullest, make sure it's really straight, almost like a selfie stick. And then I'm going to send you guys into the well. Firstly, let's go down here. You can see that root has really pushed in these bricks. Camera's getting all muddy. Oh well. That's what it's for. Washing machine, refrigerator, or something else. I do not know. Oh. Well, that's not too bad. That's just like 7 feet. You tilt you guys so you're down a bit more. Oh. A little extra length there. Not bad. Now we must remember that whatever is down there might as well be a false floor. So this could be a death trap as well. Yeah. I really abuse this $800 camera. You know what? No, I'm going to knock some of those rocks down just so I don't have a fake place to put my foot. I don't want to even tempt myself. Oh, something on the front there. Odd. Huh. It's something that's top loading. Has like 2 doors that come up. We will inspect that in the next video. You know, have a little bit of a cliffhanger, if you will. It's a big like root ball thing. Whoops. Only has to hold for one night. Tomorrow I'm going to be cleaning up the area a lot more, moving rubble and such. I figure there's no point in capturing that on camera. It's quite boring, really. I wonder if this was part of the original covering for it. And the well thing. Oh, you know what? I have an old 1930s well pump. Maybe I should put it up there. Well, I feel like I'm about to get a heat stroke, so that's the time to stop for the day. And I would like to hear what you guys think about the well. If it looks like it's salvageable, if it looks like it should be decommissioned, and maybe we can just have a nice part of the yard there. And whether or not we should explore more. I think we should explore more. And if we have to tear it apart, we have to tear it apart. But either way, we get to have a little fun while I'm opening up a patch of the yard, because it's just stupid to have a big concrete slab there and all these bricks taken up in the ground when I can use them for something else. Or I can have a water supply to cool the workshop. It's fucking hot out here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.